Hey all, it's Rightplan here from Novagamer. So this is where we left you off in the last video, which was the defense video for the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. This is the attack video, so we told you we were going to give you this one next to give you the other side of the game. So this is where you were left off. That was the defend tab up here, and now we'll click on the attack one. So in the attack tab, first we'll go over your actual character. So before we talk about how you can purchase things for your character, but this is your actual inventory. So here you can see your character's level, you can see the details. So this is what I have for my archer right now. You can see all your different equipment that you have, from your neck pieces all the way to your weapon. And it's kind of like Diablo, but a little different. You can still see that there's different colors for different quality and different rarity of your items. But one thing that's different is, for instance, I don't know if it actually is rarer, but I've been getting a lot more legendary items than I have epic, and the epic ones, as you can see, I don't have to replace as often, where it's the opposite in Diablo and World of Warcraft and games like that, where your legendary items are actually more rare than your epic items. But in this game, epic is the best that I've found so far. Exceptional's pretty common, and green, of course, is almost every single time you attack somebody's castle. And these are pretty much just sell items, the gray ones. So you see the potions, as we saw before. You can see all those tabs that were in your defense tab are also up here, so you can access them quickly and go straight to your castle quickly. So when you're purchasing something, it's good to look over it. You can see that I already own this one, so it doesn't do any changes at all. It just shows you the weapon. Where if you look at this neck piece, it shows that if I put that on, I will get 226 health and 7 magic armor, but I'll lose crit chance, crit damage, and damage per second. So I do not want that neck piece. So to sell, you just shift and then left click, or you can shift and right click to equip the item. Right now, this is your actual main stats that you should really care about the most. So there's your damage per second, your health, your physical armor, and your magical armor. Of course, physicals from melee damage and magicals from the casters. You got your experience bar down here at the bottom. You can see that I'm almost level 24, and these are all my skills. So as an archer, I've tried a lot of the skills you get as an archer, and I find that headshot, bear trap, volley, and split shot are the best ones to have for your combination. You can change these by clicking on the tab right here, and this brings up your skills. And as you can see, here's my marksman tab with all my skills. Hawk companion, you can make the bird that you have do these different skills, but I don't like any of them, so I don't use them. And control, this is where I got bear trap from. I used to use freezing shot, but I personally like split shot more lately. Volley is pretty much a must for archers, and you'll see when I actually do the run through. Last thing to go over before I talk about the castles and the map is this is your crowns up here. So when you get attacked, if you lose, which I showed you down here in your battle log, you'll see that I lost 13, but I gained 38 here. So if somebody attacks you and they die, you get crowns from them, and if they attack you and they beat your castle before the time runs out, they steal your crowns from you. So you can see that I'm up to 1,492 crowns right now, and you start off the game with 0 crowns. So the next thing is competition. I think that's been bugged or rigged, because most of the competitions are pointless to do because they're in 25 seconds or less, and I've done a level 3 competition when I was level 13 and it still couldn't do it in 25 seconds, so I think somebody's found a cheat for it. And then this is where I'm to right now, and this is your regional map. So this goes and shows you what ones you've done already, highlighted in green. This is your friend zone, where you can go and attack your friends' castles. You can also do it in the tab up here. You can challenge them to attack your castle and finish it in a certain amount of time. And there's also that competition tab I showed you, but you can find on the map here. These are the 2 I haven't done yet, and the game tops out at level 34. So once I get there, I'll start doing the warrior. So go to where we left off. Now if you want to attack a castle, you'll see that the level of the castle is listed right here. How many crowns they have is listed here. And if they have a shield on them like this, that means that you can't get anything from them. So it says that I would get these if I beat the castle, but because it's shielded, I will not get any of these rewards. I'll just get the crowns, which is 10 crowns if I win, and 38 if I lose. And the reason why it's so much if I lose is because this is a level 22 castle. Oh, sorry, it was this one. This is a level 21 castle where I'm level 23, so I lose more crowns than I win if I beat them. Where if you go up to a level 24 castle, which is higher level than me, I'll get 38 crowns if I win, and 10 and I'll lose 10 if I lose. So let's get a castle started. So let's look at what I normally do is I click through them, and I find the ones that have the amount of gold and the amount of life force that I want, and that they're not shielded like this one. If I can't find any castles out of all the ones here, then you can click on more castles down here, pay 750 gold, and you get another list of more castles. The blue castles are ones that people who play the game have created, and the green ones are the ones that are created by the game creators. That is sort of like a quest line you can follow, and there's always the boss one at the end you need to beat before you go to the next level, such as this one is Lord Marleybone. So let's do a castle that gives us a lot. So this one here is level 23, same level as me. Gives me 14,000 gold, which is good, but not much life force. And right now I need to upgrade some life force because I got too much gold. So you want to keep looking for one that gives you more life force. And if you don't find one shortly, I normally just eeny, meeny, miny, mo one. Alright, so let's just do this one. Even though it's not what I want to do, but just so you guys can see the action. So you start off here, your timer doesn't start until this gate comes down. When this gate comes down, your timer, as you see up here, starts counting down. So what I normally do is volley and throw down your traps right away. It'll stop these guys from charging you. And you take out most of the minions except for the really strong ones with that volley trap combo, which is why I really like it. You can also do traps and volley first. Doesn't matter, the traps stay for a while. As you can see, I just wiped out 2 groups of monsters that quickly. Now these guys have a shield on them until they come close to you, but you can disrupt it with your traps. So a big part of attacking the castle is knowing what minions do what, so you can prepare your attack. And speed is the key for better loot, but it's not the key for winning the castle. So if the castle, for instance, like this one is lower level than me, I can run through this quicker. But if it was something the same level as me or higher, you want to take it slower, take your time. When you get this high level, it's very difficult to finish a castle in 3 stars. Normally you get 2 or 1 star, which is not uncommon, because the timer that you have to get 3 stars is actually shortened when you're higher level. One thing you'll notice when you're playing is that some people will try to throw you for a loop and make a totally different direction than their castle, and then you realize that the treasure room is not actually in that direction. So key thing to do is use your wall side keys and make sure you glance around and see if there's more stuff up ahead. If it looks like a dead end, well, it probably is. You always know you're coming to the end of the castle when you see these circles on the ground, because that's the treasure room. So you know you're on the last set of monsters. Now, knowing I go a little quicker than this, but obviously I'm explaining it here for you. So this is the boss fight at the end. They chose the dragon guy. Like I said, everybody chooses something different. If you watch the defense video, you'll see that I don't even use one of the bosses. I've made up kind of my own boss. And there, that's how you go through it without using any potions. But you are allowed a maximum of 4 potions per run. And the timer doesn't stop until you smash this door open. So don't finish the boss and then think that you're done. But you can pause the game at any time by hitting escape like this. and it will actually pause the timer up here. So if you get to run and do something, you can pause it, come back, and it'll start the timer right where you left off. And when you finish beating the castle, it'll tell you how many stars you got, which was 3 for me, so I got 10 because he was lower level than me. You get your gold, and your life force, and your experience. And I'm not going to get much at all because, once again, I chose one quick to show you guys what it looks like when you attack. So that's pretty much an attack. So as you can see, if you push more castles, it'll select a whole new group. And if you click on them now, you'll see that they're all different now. So now we couldn't find any before that were higher, and now there's a lot more available. To give you guys a better idea of the game, when you're not fighting a lower level one, we'll attack this level 24 castle, which is 1 level higher than me. Which, if you can do that for the big rewards right here, it's good because not only will you get big rewards, but you also get way more experience if you're able to attack a castle higher level than you. So that's what I try to do most of the time. Now for these, you want to take your time because the monsters don't die near as easy as the last one. With these dash guys, they're being protected by that guy, but if you force them to come way down here, as you see now, he's not protected. So, and these guys here don't do much damage at all, so once you take out the guy they're protecting, you can kill them very easily. Now up ahead, I can see that there's the Dr. Skull, so I'll do my volley that far away. As long as you can target something and it's not through a wall, you can volley it. Now after this match, I'll show you really quickly my weapon, if you're wondering why I'm able to hit so many things at once. And I would highly recommend it for anybody playing the Archer, because I've tried all the other weapons, and I wouldn't choose anything besides the type that I have. It's a billion times better when you can hit all the targets, so you can take out the healer and behind a group of monsters. So I know the healer's right there, so I gotta run to him. Once the healer's dead, you can take out the rest. Don't focus on these guys right off the bat, because the healer will just keep rezzing them or heal them, and it's just a waste of your time. So as you can see, I'm taking my time compared to last run, because things here do way more damage. If you take out these Defendatrons before the monsters come, that's the best time to get them. So as you can see, these bear traps help big time with these shielded guys. Because if they hit the bear trap, they instantly lose their shield and they're stunned for a bit. And these little red orbs are your life orbs. You want to try to collect those. They prevent you from having to use your heal potions as much. So these corners right here, try to use them as much as possible when you're attacking a lot of monsters, because you can kind of create the funnel effect, and you can, with the weapon I have, you can knock out a lot of them all at once. So as you can see, last one I didn't have to use any potions. So far I've used 2. Eat these rock traps. Thank you, couldn't pass away after. So you want to be sparing of your potions as much as possible, because you only get 4. And traps will kill you quickly, so you do not want to just Hail Mary right through them. Try to use the corners of walls like this as much as you can, because then you can quickly dodge out. So a lot of it's about just properly lining yourself up with exactly where the best line of attack is. These guys teleport, so you want to try to take them out as much as you can before they get too close to you, because they'll start teleporting everywhere. Alright, just like before, here's the circles on the ground, so we're at the chamber. I still got some time to get the treasure. Good thing about an archer is you can attack from a distance back here, so you can keep attacking the bosses like this when they're not even on the screen. There you go. Castle, higher level than me, done with still some time left. And 1 potion. But you'll get lots more rewards this time, as you'll see here. So I got 13 stars, 13 crowns that time, but only 1 star instead of 3 last time for 10 crowns. And we got 9,000 and 12,000 and 13,000 experience. So you can see it's definitely worth it to do the higher ones if you can. And that's pretty much the game. If you watch the defense video that we made, you'll see that. I told you I'd show you the weapon real quick. So for instance, I just got this ring, so it's way better than what I have on. So I'll equip that. And then this is the weapon I use. So it looks like this. There's 3 different designs. There's one that almost looks like a machine gun. There's one that looks like a cross, an X. And then there's one that has this big massive stake in it. You want the one with the big massive stake if you're playing archer, because that's the one that shoots through up to 5 enemies. And it will be a good way to take out the healers that are in behind healing all the guys you're attacking. And other than that, that's pretty much the way I had things set up. So you saw my skills on the weapon that I use. You might do something different, but I found that's the best way to get through the high levels. So don't forget to subscribe above, comment below on any other questions or concerns or any other games that you'd like us to try out for you. And you can reach me at John Hako on Twitter or john@novagamer.net, and visit us at Novagamer on Facebook and Novagamercrew for our other YouTube channels and Google+. So that's it for now, and as always, happy gaming.